on, guys? It's Chris and Ryan, and we're back. And today we are going to start getting the Redfire car back together so that this can be fired up, driven, and back on the road. We're going to flip this around, go over there and look at the pulley bridge, show you guys what we're working on. And are you going to talk about the Roush?
About the Roush tensioner.
So I think that's a cool topic. It's a good upgrade, and it's fairly inexpensive. So let's flip this around and go check that out. All right,
so
what you
this
got?
can be had on Amazon. I think it's like 130 bucks for this Roush tensioner. It's what comes on the 3-valve Roush cars, and it will bolt right on to your Terminator with a little bit of modification. So the pulley that comes on here is a smooth pulley, so you're going to take that pulley off and you're going to use your factory 8-rib idler off your stock tensioner.
All right, no big deal.
So 13 millimeter, it just goes right on there. What you need to do to make this work, because of the thickness, is put these spacers on here. And they're kind of stuck on there because of the paint. But so this is from Ace Hardware. It's just under 4 millimeters thick. And you could also do a couple stacked washers. But all this does is offset the tensioner out to keep your belt alignment correct.
So this, what you're saying is this on here aligns all this correctly.
So what I did on the silver car and on this car now is studs. These are M8 by 1.25 studs.
Yep.
And then that allows you to slide the spacer on there and then slide the tensioner on. If you don't use the studs, then you're going to be trying to put a bolt through the front of the tensioner, hold the washer, and line everything up.
So a little upgrade.
So
now,
it's a little upgrade.
We will add in the description this setup. So you can go to Ace Hardware and just quickly go in there, show the guy what you want. Again, these are, you said, just under 4 mil?
Just under 4 millimeters,
So see at the camera. They're thick. It's a nice washer. So
there's guys that stack 2 washers. This is what I found, and it was a perfect fit.
And it's clean.
If this is not lined up, you will throw belts.
And you will eat belts. So again,
you can't just put this on there without spacing it out.
And that's a simple, easy fix. And by the way, it's holding up tremendously well on the silver car, which has
26 pounds of boost.
26 pounds of boost. So, and
you don't have to run Metco braces and plates and expensive tensioners. Just get the Roush.
130 bucks.
Yeah.
Compared to $400 or $500.
Yeah. Like I said, I had the American Racing set up. I took that off and went to this, and it's been great.
Awesome. Well,
didn't have to grind anything down. No modifications to the pulley bridge. The studs are optional. Makes life easier.
Like just that's again. And how much are those? $1, $2 each?
$2.
Yeah.
Yep.
So cool. All right. Well, let's get this. We're gonna get this all put together, and we're gonna get that pulley bridge back on here. When we get to a spot where we're gonna film, obviously, like we always say, we'll come back, throw the camera on it, and if we see anything worth filming, obviously. But for the most part, this just bolts on. But by the way, dude, this is that can paint.
Oh yeah, the Eastwood.
Where's that at? Let's show them that, because look how nice that looks. Right. And this is a rattle can.
$30 for that. It ain't cheap.
It's not cheap, but this.
Show them the throttle body in the IAC.
Oh yeah, I forgot you did that. All right, so we just paused for a second. The garbage truck was a little loud, so anyways, we're back. But he did the IAC, he did the throttle body, and he did the pulley bridge. And that's nice, dude. It looks good. That looks really good.
Thank you, Tyler, for the recommendation on that.
And what did Tyler fill you in on that?
He said that this is the secret sauce.
The secret sauce. So Eastwood, and you got this from
I got it on Amazon, I think.
just on Amazon. And Eastwood is a solid paint. That's not. It's a good paint. So let me get in here, help him with this, and we'll get this all put back together. All right, quick update. Nothing major to really show here. Just got it all. The pulley bridge put in there. Got the power steering reservoir all buttoned up. And real quick, I do want to show you guys. He went back, and if you guys saw the video where we put in the head cooling mod, got rid of the gray, fixed it, did the black clamps. These are 1-inch clamps, which will look, again, that looks so much better than how UPR, right?
Yeah. No, LFP.
LFP, sorry, how LFP sent it out. Nothing against them, but that just looks...
It was pretty garbage.
It's an eyesore.
Get it together,
and that looks 10 times better. And that's, again, 1-inch clamps and the piece itself black. It just makes no sense for that to be silver. And the Roush tensioner is pretty much on there, right?
Yeah, it's on.
All right, it's on there. And look how beefy that thing looks. All right, so we'll get this on, finish putting the rest of the pulleys in, and then we are gonna get the belt on. All right, update, real quick. Every mechanic's garage needs to have 2 things: beer and ice pops. So we're taking, especially out here in Florida, so real quick ice pop break, but I want to update you guys and show you where we're at. So we had a little configuring we had to do, but it worked. So let's flip this around and show you what we got. All right, Ryan, talk us through it.
We got the stock belt back on. We went to the UPR idlers, 2 100mm idlers and a 90, and the stock belt was just about a 1/2 inch too short to run with that idler configuration. So I put a stock 90 on there for now. So we have 2 90s and a 100, and I'm gonna get a 1/2 inch longer belt.
So we switched this 100 out for a 90, right?
Yeah.
We had to gain a little more belt, and it's fitting nice now. So with this 100, this was too short. We had a green gates, too long. And then trying to make up some space, we put a tension pulley, the idler here, to try to push it in. It was still a tad bit too long, and this ended up working. So switch that just for now, because obviously we're gonna get the pulleys to match. Just put that on there so we can run the car, start it, and then we can go ahead and order the correct belt size that we need. I think with that 100, we were like a 1/2 inch too short. So I think this belt will be fine with the pulley setup once we do the 276. But with the factory upper pulley, the stock pulley, it's just too tight. So we'll get that in. What do you want to get working on now?
We gotta show them the mid pipe.
Oh, yeah, hold on a second. We got a little surprise for you guys. All right, so nice little surprise we have going on the car today, which Ryan went ahead and ordered, is the Bassani X-Pipe with the high flow cat. So with the eBay exhaust, sounds good. With the factory cats and everything on there, but we agree it needs a little more, right? So we went with the Bassani. We were gonna go with the Mac. I'm sorry, not the Mac, the BBK. The BBK. But when you are talking fitment and just ease and quality, obviously, you know, Bassani is just, that's what they do. And this is gonna get on there. We're gonna do it before a quick idle. We don't want to get it too hot, and then get this thing up on the quick jacks over there, get the factory H-pipe off, and get this Bassani X on, and then we'll do a nice before and after so you guys can see factory manifolds, Bassani X-pipe, eBay polish exhaust out the back, and see what this thing sounds like with this combo. You good over there, Ryan?
Pulleys for days.
Pulleys for days. You just
In the Terminator box.
He has a box just for, actually, it is labeled Terminator on here somewhere. So Terminator parts right there. And it's always nice to have a spare, because that did bail us out just now.
Spare everything.
Spare everything, but we're gonna get this up in the air and get that exhaust on. All right, so you got Ryan over here topping off the coolant on the car. We'll be burping that here soon, right? Yeah. But for now, let's get this Bassani out of the box, do a little reveal on this, and see how good she looks. Little safety seal. I'm excited you got this, man. This is a cool surprise. I'm looking forward to hearing it.
The drunken,
One of your drunken purchases nights?
this was a drunken purchase the other night.
Oh yeah, this is gonna look good, man. Look at that. Dang, that's sweet.
Oh wow.
That's a good looking piece, dude.
That's real. That's a real.
I mean, see if let me get up on this. Bassani again. They go above and beyond on their parts.
As long as they include the clamps.
As long as the clamps are on there, because we did have a problem with the last exhaust we bought for the silver car, right? Oh, look at these too, man. These are cool. Got some high flow cats. I see a thing full of clamps in here. Wow.
Oh, look at that. Look at the X pipe.
Yeah, dude.
I might need one of these for the silver car.
What?
Catted X.
What do you have on there now?
A BBK piece of crap with those
Oh,
welded in resin.
oh, I thought you had the Bassani on that one too.
No, it's a
You
BBK.
don't?
It's a BBK half job.
Yeah, guys, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it that this is gonna fit on the car nice. I mean, you do spend, how much was this thing?
A lot.
Well, I mean, a lot doesn't tell them how much.
900
$900? All right, it's $900
to the door.
to the door. So
It's because of the cats.
yeah, yeah, you're right. The cats are gonna obviously affect that price a little bit. Actually, a lot of it. So right out of the box, this thing looks amazing.
Bro, you weren't expecting 9, huh?
I wasn't expecting 9, dude.
Yeah, that's expensive.
Wow.
Hey, we gotta do what we gotta do for the show.
I mean,
man.
it is, man. This is for you guys. You give Ryan a round of applause for going broke over here. How many clamps do you think we're gonna need? Because there's 4 in the bag. What? Am I missing something? Is there? There should be. Oh, okay. They have clamps up here.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Yeah, those are flange.
And those are
Flange
flanges.
bolts,
So
flange
yeah,
bolts.
it should be 2 on
Flange,
each.
flange.
Yeah.
2, 4. Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
So
They didn't get us again.
they didn't get us again. But hey, did you ever get the ones from the?
Nah.
You should have, just so we had extra.
I didn't have it.
We're gonna again. This is a nice piece, but $900. Wow, dude.
Yeah.
That's deep.
It was expensive.
So $900 X
It's
pipe.
$150 and then tax.
$900 X pipe. $400 catback.
Yeah. I wanted to know the difference in sound, man.
So you're at like 1,400
Yeah.
all in. That's not bad. I mean, for essentially full exhaust minus the long tubes or
Which the
fenders.
car will never have. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a different ball game.
Not
But we'll go ahead, let's get this thing started up. Again, he's going to go ahead and get the coolant all burped to put in so we can run the car. I'm not going to run it too long, so that exhaust clip might be a little quick. Again, just because we're going to be in there unbolting this thing, and you guys know exhaust heats up fast, so that'll be quick. We'll do it before, and then we'll do it after to see what eBay exhaust sounds like with probably the most expensive X pipe on the market, right?
They're all pretty expensive.
I mean,
It's the
yeah,
actual
but
cats. It's the cats.
It's, I know what I'm saying is like
Yeah.
there's probably not many other
No.
X pipes out there right in that price range. So I mean, catted or not, you know.
Yeah.
So I have a catless on mine. Yeah, I did not spend that much. So, anyways, we'll go ahead, get this moving, get this car up in the air, and get this on the car.
Pulley.
All right, guys, so where we're at now is we pretty much have the exhaust over here unbolted. Ryan's just finishing getting all the back of that H-pipe done, getting the O2s unplugged, and then we're going to remove this mid-pipe here. We did kind of run into a little situation. It appears we may have a small coolant leak. We did see some pooling on the ground, and it looks like it's coming down the back of the transmission, so we're gonna have to double check that. Head cooling mod to see if maybe there's a loose clamp or something, but the problem is it's just so tucked up in there. It's gonna be a pain in the butt, right, dude?
Yeah.
So
not happy right now about it.
yeah, we're not exactly in the best of mood, but we're gonna continue this and get this all. It's just kind of like dropping down the back there, so we'll have to get in there and do some investigation, but drop this exhaust, maybe free up some room. I don't know. We'll just get those cats out and see if we can see something. What do you think?
Yeah.
That might help a little bit.
Running down the trans.
I see it. All right, guys, let us do some digging and we'll fill you in. All right, so we have the old H out. We pretty much have the X mocked up. Ryan's adding the copper gasket on those flow tubes there. What do you want to call them, right? Did you do both sides, or is that they come with 1 or 2 packets?
One.
So
Probably not even this.
we're not going to go ahead and tighten anything up until really we get under, get this under the car, and then we'll go get that all buttoned up. That way, there we can. If we have to adjust anything, it's just easier that way.
Nice piece. Super
Nice piece. I think the cats look great too. I mean, this whole thing looks good. But we have the sensors all tightened up. That's all ready to go. So all we got to do is plug those in once they're once this is all in the car. And can't wait to hear what this sounds like, man. So
yeah, sounds good.
Let's get this in there. So, quick update. The X pipe and everything is all in. Looks good. And we're just going to go through here and make sure there's no fitment issues, but for the most part, this thing looks awesome under here and freed up so much room on the up there where the factory cats were too, so it's not a bad piece. Looking forward to hearing this thing. So what we're doing now, Ryan is convinced that because we have the X pipe kind of in, and the sizing is a lot different. Well, not a lot different, a little different than the factory H. That the tips kind of pushed out a little bit, and I think he's right. So just getting in there and adjusting these so that they are back to how they were. Wrong size. Alright, so we are about to get to the moment of truth. We're looking over a couple things, and then we will do this is going to be the after. So again, just Bassani X, eBay, catback. We'll go ahead and get a comparison here. Alright, so a little delay where we're at right now. Car is all on the ground, exhaust is tightened up. Doing a test run, just kind of looking for exhaust leaks, and we found a coolant leak. Can't exactly figure out where it's at. It appears it's coming from above the transmission, so we're kind of leaning towards that head cooling mod. We got a bore scope pretty much on the base of it. It looks dry, but there's something behind the supercharger there where it's leaking. So we are going to start pulling this Eaton back off. It's like 3:45, so I'm hoping to have it off within the hour. We are going to start diving into this, and we'll let you know what we find. All right, so we're about 45 to 50 minutes in getting the blower off, and this is what we got. Now, what we're thinking the problem is look.
This thing is a joke.
This isn't very conducive.
I didn't like it to begin with. It's clamps on clamps on clamps.
So you got 3 clamps just right here, and look, this is tight, and the whole. Let's see if I'm trying to catch it on camera. Yeah, the whole thing is just spinning, as you can see, and that's tight. Doesn't get any tighter than that. So I want to say that's probably what's happening. Is it's leaking from the bottom there and spitting out, getting in the valley, and then it was dumping behind there, and then down on top of the transmission, like what we were seeing underneath the car. So I think our fix is what?
I'm going to take it all out. I'm going to build an AN line. I'm going to find an AN fitting that'll thread into that port, and then do an AN line. This whole mess, this whole thing is going away.
Yeah.
I'm doing either Cobra Engineering or an
again,
On3.
we didn't like this from the get-go.
This is not how I do things.
We changed it, and you know,
I'm not happy with it.
Does anybody else have any better luck with this? Again, not knocking on it, but
I'll knock on it. It's garbage.
just
They shouldn't be selling this kind of. I mean, this is rigged, and I wasn't fond of it when I was putting it in, and I'm just thoroughly over it right now.
yeah, this is frustrating
So-
because we had all this.
This whole thing was back together and clean. So this, we're doing a coolant crossover delete like
Yep.
the silver car has.
Yep.
This is going to be an AN system,
AN line.
AN line to an AN fitting. I don't do things like this, and this is
Yeah.
not how my car is going to be.
So we are gonna have to
Spend some money.
spend some money, spend some time, do it right, kick ourselves in the butt because just normally what we would do from the get-go. But I think what we were trying to do is a budget style build, but I think we're finding out there's some things you don't budget, right?
I'm thoroughly.
Yeah, this is very frustrating. So we're gonna take a step back, reconvene, and me and him are gonna talk and figure out what our next course of action for today is. So we'll be right back. And damn, all right. But I'm 99% sure that's our culprit. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, guys, let's let me and him chit chat, and we'll figure this out. All right, so we are officially
Defeated for the day.
defeated for the day. We are pretty much back to where we started,
In every
and
aspect.
we got an idea coming up with these the AN fittings and the line. So we're gonna order some pieces to get this
Corrected.
corrected, and kind of what we should have done from the get-go. But sorry, guys, that nobody got to really hear the exhaust. We were looking forward to it because that was the big project for the day. So give us a couple days. We will do another, obviously before and after, but we are literally, as you can see, supercharger is off, and we're right back to where we started. So sometimes this happens. It's cars, right? There's nothing you can really do. He's whooped. I'm beat. And Joe's still not here. Joe, where's Joe? So we're gonna just take a break, come back to it. It'll be another day or two on this, so we'll have to see what we can.
That's probably gonna be a little bit.
Yeah, see what we can come up with these AN lines.
What fittings or
Yeah.
what ANs or what crossover delete I want to go with.
So we still have other stuff we can work on, which we'll obviously now have time to do that. But this kind of sucks. I was really hoping to drive this today and take this thing for a little rip, but not looking like it. Anyways, it's Chris, it's Ryan, Caden's back there looking at these cars on the wall.
Yeah.
And it's SVT Garage. And we'll catch you guys in the next one.